Hi everybody, this is Sonia. Welcome to my channel today. I just wanted to show you some little simple booklets I've been experimenting with. I will show you the inside and how I did these. I have been doodling around with some watercolor. I had some watercolor paper and I just started scribbling the other day. Basically, I did some different designs and I just took a Sharpie and kind of went around with that. And I also decorated a little bit with some, I have a encyclopedia that I had a map, and I tore some pages, some little pieces out of there. I have some stamps, I had some washi, I had some other little scraps from my watercolor episode. And this last one, I did not do it yet. I tried to leave some white parts so you can actually write in there and draw or whatever, but I'll just show you what I did. I just have I'll finish this last page and then I'll show you how I hooked it together and how I did the cover. Encyclopedias, I was going to say, are a wonderful source for book pages because there's maps and there's charts and there's graphs in there. And I just I found this encyclopedia at the the thrift store, and I was excited because I've taken a lot of things out of it. But I'm just going to put a few little decorations. And actually with the watercolor probably doesn't need a lot of decoration, but I'm gonna do this anyway. Now, I got this inspiration from Caroline on the Hillside the other day. She did a similar little booklet, but I'm gonna do it a little different cover. Now, the next step is to hinge these together. So what I'm gonna do, I cut some hinges. I have four pages, so I only need 3 hinges. So I'm going to make sure that printing is right side up. To put this on. These hinges are about 1 inch wide, so when you fold them in half, they're in half an inch. It can be a half an inch border. I did not get enough glue on there, did I? Okay, so I will cut this off, the top off, in a minute. Let me go ahead and do it though. Let me cut this off. Make sure my pages are right side up. This other hinge will go in the other side. The other page. Lay it like that. There's one hinge. Okay, the next hinge. Oops, yeah, that's right side up. The next hinge will be, I'm going to cut that in half. I'm going to go see if I can just trim this already. Okay. Glue this on this side. Okay, the next page, make sure this is the right orientation. There. Cut that off. Okay, one more page. One more hinge. And it's about like that. Fold in half. These hinges are also from the encyclopedia book pages, which are really nice. Oop, that's a little off center. I think it'll be okay. And then this one is going like this. And I'll have these all hooked together shortly. Now you can do some things on the blank side. You can like distress it with oxide or something, but I am not going to do this today. I don't want to make this too long. Okay, so my cover, you wouldn't have to cover this. Now see, I'm going to, these will fold up. These will fold up like a little zine, I guess. When you should come out like this. You wouldn't have to cover this. You could tie a ribbon around it or string or something. Have a little booklet. You can write or draw in the white part. You can write on the back. But I like to put a little cover. And I also have another wonderful booklet. I have a wonderful garden book that I got also from the thrift store. And there are wonderful pages in here of, just paintings of houses. There's actual photographs. Anyway, I took a page from here to make a cover. And let's see. My cover. That is not my cover. My cover. Here is the cover. I cut the page because I really liked this part as maybe the front cover, and it has this in the back. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cover it like this. So this is in the front cover. And what I'm going to have to do though, because I need a hinge that covers over the back, and this will not be long enough. So I'm going to make a little extra hinge to go in the back so I can glue it on and hook everything together. Hope that makes sense. So I'm going to add a strip back here to make it a tad bit longer. Let's see here. It doesn't have to match or anything, but just want an extension. I want to make a little extension. Okay. So here's my extension. That will give me enough paper to fold it over. Okay, now what I want to do, I want it to open like this. So this extension is going to be glued on this back side. So I'm going to let's see, make a little bigger, fold over, and let's see if this is gonna work. It should. Let's see. This up the cover, and this extension will fit over the back. If I can get it glued on there. Okay, let me glue this. Come on, glue. Come on, glue. Okay. This will be my extension. Okay. So basically, hopefully, if I did this right, here's my cover. Open this up. Here's my booklet. This will open up into 4 pages, like that. And you've got a beautiful inside cover of a garden. You've got all this pretty watercolor, and you can write in the white. I should have left more white, but I didn't. And you can also write on the back. So that's how that works. I did get my inspiration from Caroline on the Hillside. She did a similar fold-out hinge booklet. And these are some other ones that I had made with some garden booklet pages. Here's another one that's similar. I tied with cotton thread or cotton string, and then I did a little bowl pin with some beads like that. And I think I'm gonna put some lace on this one. I think some lace would be nice. Maybe at the bottom to add some interest. I think I'll use my Fabri-Tac, or maybe I should put it up there. You can't see the whole thing, but it says Garden by Garden. But I'm going to use Fabri-Tac for this. And just glue a little bit on here. A little bit to dry, but that will look really nice, I think. Now you can also go in and take your distress oxide. You can distress the edges of all this if you want to. I did not, because I think it's fine the way it is. When you fold all this, it gets kind of wonky, but I think it's all right. It doesn't bother me if it's not exactly even. You get the idea. So I think on this one, I will put some lace closure. Let's see, what do I have? I have some pink lace. And I think I'll just close it with that. If this is long enough. Let's see. Let's see if that's long enough. I think it'll be fine. I think I'll just tie a little knot right there. Maybe not big enough for a bow, but there is a fold out mini journal, I'm gonna call it, made with watercolor papers inside and some little ephemera, and the cover is just from a garden book. So thanks for watching today. I hope you enjoyed that. So see you next time. Bye bye.